And we are live. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Suave here, and you are tuning into the Men versus Female podcast. It's not a battle, it's a breakdown. What we like to do here is we like to look at men's behaviors versus females' behavior. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into it.
There was, an incident.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and a dad.
In April of 2024, a community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois. Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests.
43-year-old who's unable to speak. What did he say? And use her hands. She's not able to do nothing with herself, man. Let's get right into it. But I wanted to skip right over here to the fucking predator, man. Crazy, bro.
Or just talk out here. How'd fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost my decision in the finals, but they're like, I had a chicken like him, so
Okay.
I'll see him again,
All right, good for you, man.
The dude got hands. You heard him fighting in a whatever tournament he said, bro. He got hands, man, and it's crazy, man. He's a whole weirdo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
After
Crazy.
briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there.
Now, I want you guys to look at this man. Look at his hair. Just look at him. Look at his mustache. His mustache is all scraggly. His beard. His lips are all chapped. He just looks like a complete weirdo, bro. Look at his eyes. It looks like he has a demon in his eyes. And this is why men in today's age, we need to be jacked. We need to be as dangerous as possible to be able to fend off weirdos like this. Now, look at this dude, man. Even though he looks like a complete weirdo, the dude got hands. He's dangerous, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's dangerous. He has some weight on him. You could tell he goes to the gym, he works out. So you got dudes like this out here preying on innocent human beings.
Involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to like
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
it was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was
Knock that nigga out. Knock him out. Knock his ass out, bro.
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that
Fuck is
before.
you talking about?
personal support,
Okay.
but I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
Everything I did was shadowed by another person,
Okay. So you're always with somebody for the most part.
like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone might have left earlier on.
Okay.
Like one of the managers that were I was shadowing, you have to go do whatever.
Gotcha.
managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off, like another, especially a male employee? Anybody that you thought like this guy's made some statements or said something, or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
Chummy with anybody?
everybody yet.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby? Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation. Okay. So I can't go into details about that. Okay. I can't. Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have? Yeah. Isaiah Fields. That's who we just talked to. Yeah. We just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him, after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning to begin.
Yeah, these chains hurt. Please, Lord Jesus,
And then he's playing to Lord Jesus, bro. He's mocking. Yo, this is crazy, bro. How does anybody in this position expect God to help them? No, my man, you must suffer the consequences first before God can help you.
please, Lord Jesus, I believe my son.
Disgusting.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be here?
Dude is sick.
Okay, no clue? Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Martin stuff? So,
I never got anything like, you just told me it was a case of Martin.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, like when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long? What your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you could just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training. Like weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos on it. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting him up, dressed, changed.
Oh, and just know, whatever, I don't know what agency or facility this is, but the family is definitely gonna get some money after this. Millions, in fact. What? Bro, if you are a corporation, if you are a company taking care of this people with disabilities and stuff like that, this is your worst nightmare. Because there's supposed to be somebody watching them at all times, man. And I believe in some facilities they don't do that. Like it has to be, if the person with the disability is a female, then it has to be a female watching them. So yeah.
And transferring them to CES, and then transitioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back home.
You're training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for that.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or,
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
No. The water is running, or they have
Like a faucet or a shower head.
So you basically sit like not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can take it off and
yes,
spray them?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at some point at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So like you were always like with
I
someone.
forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period. You hear the way this guy talks? A complete weirdo. This is why women run from guys like this, bro. Bro, for you to do something like this, get a female impregnated, right? But with a disability, somebody that's not able to do anything for themselves. You have to be a monster to be able to do this. A literal monster, bro. And this is why I really dislike guys, right, that have no self-control over their manhood and their, because eventually, if they go long enough without any, you know what I'm saying? They do things like this. Jerking off at a certain point isn't enough for a guy. If a guy goes long enough without some play, he'll do some despicable things. This is why I do not associate with guys, right? Unless they're rich, you feel me, that pay for pussy. You feel me? Because if you're rich and you're paying for pussy, you feel me, I can understand why, because you don't have time for the emotions, you don't have time for anything, right? But if you're poor, right, you don't have nothing going on in your life, and you're paying for pussy, that tells me that you're a very desperate motherfucker. Number one, no offense, vagina isn't worth any money. It isn't worth anything, to be honest. Whatever, man. Let's get back into it.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees with the residents or anything like that?
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning
They're done.
continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary
They're
period
done.
until he claims he was fired
They're
for
done.
consistently
They're
showing
done.
up late.
I just don't really fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just like very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. It's like, there's specific ways to do certain things. He would make talks some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would look at the cameras, it would literally look like he was hitting her. I should clarify, he never actually did. No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's up, son?
They do not feel bad.
It's okay.
Yo, look at the way that investigator is looking at him. Like,
We'll see what we can do now.
they do not feel bad for that man.
Anything in particular, just his life's not easy, you know. I know. That's all. I get life gives us some curveballs. It's really for time. I've never had the guidance of me. My father died when I was really young. Oh. I've just never really had proper guidance, you know.
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Take a breath. You're okay. Not gonna let anything happen. You're alright. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff.
Bro, you don't need the proper, this is what I'm saying, like the world's delusional. You don't need the proper guidance, bro. You don't need a father to tell you, my nigga, not to have intercourse with somebody that has a disability, that can't do anything for themselves, bro. This is a matter of lust. This is a matter of lust. It's a matter of demons. And yeah, man. Like I said, yo, if guys go long enough without any play, bro, they'll do anything for it. If they go long enough. So I don't associate with dudes that just can't. If they're not good with women, I can't associate with them, because I'm good with women, you know what I'm saying? I've never done no weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Never, bro, because I never needed to, you know what I'm saying? And even if I was a type of guy that I wouldn't get no play, bro, I grew up in the church, bro. You think I would never, bro. I would never stoop down to that level. Never, bro. What? You have to be fighting demons, bro. Bro, you can pay for box, man. I would rather you pay for box than do something like this. We do not feel bad for you, bro.
It's okay. It takes a lot for you to sit
Let's
here.
skip this shit, man.
reading them stuff.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
As investigators exit the room,
I tell them this.
What's that?
Reading them stuff.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
Crazy.
as investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
Crazy.
My life is over. Such a idiot. Give me the opportunity for Jesus.
Hello.
Very much.
Yo, when this dude gets to jail, bro, they gonna violate.
Just give me one chance. That's all I have is give me one chance. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'm in the military. Forgive me, right? I'll create all my money. I'm homeless without farm. I'll do anything, God. Please. Please, just give me one more chance. Please. Please allow me a chance into this child's life. I'll be able to take offenders' lives. Come on. Anything. Please don't make me spend years in jail. I'm free.
Multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports.
I ain't see that
According
part.
to an official
That's
press
crazy.
release from the state attorney's office, on January 14th, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to
bro.
25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
Insane, y'all. Insane, man.